Yeah, I'm talking about episode 9. Just try to stop me.
You're fulfilling your destiny.
Alright, The Last Jedi just came out like a week or so ago, and fans are really divided on whether they like it or not, but that doesn't matter because I'm already on episode 9, currently titled Black Diamond. Oh, and there's Last Jedi spoilers in this video. So here are 5 things I really want to see in episode 9, or things I think would be a good idea. Number 1. A time jump. I think a lot of people can agree we need a time jump between episode 8 and episode 9, and time jumps aren't anything new between Star Wars movies, so I feel like it wouldn't be out of place. Think of the end of The Last Jedi. Kylo now has control of the First Order, and Snoke is dead. The Resistance is down to the dozens and limping along. Luke is dead, and Rey is the only Jedi they have on their side. It would make sense to give at least a 2 to 5 year gap. 5 to 10 would be even better. Give Rey more time to learn to use her powers, give Kylo time to control the First Order and go on his psycho campaign of control and extinguishing the rest of the Resistance. I just think it's going to be really boring if we start episode 9 where episode 8 left off. Let's just skip the whole chasing the Millennium Falcon thing and go to them establishing a new base and trying to build up their new rebellion. Also, give Rey more experience so she isn't so lost. She's training her skills, she's becoming a real asset to the Resistance, and heck, maybe she's trying to find people with Force sensitivity like her to help beat back the First Order. This also gives the Resistance more time to build up, get Leia's friends, get anything left of the New Republic, which is pretty much nothing, and also get help from Maz and her connections. This could explain Leia's absence. Maybe in the 5 to 10 years she died, or maybe she's away the entire movie recruiting more for her Resistance and Poe is currently in charge. Besides all that, a time jump could lead to some fun relationships over the time period. Maybe Kylo finds an evil friend to pump some Skywalkers into. Maybe Rey and Poe get together because Poe is totally crushing on her in The Last Jedi, we all saw it. Number 2, other Force users. Speaking of other Force users that I mentioned in number 1, I would love for there to be a payoff in episode 9 with that boy that used the Force to bring the broom to him. The Resistance tries to find Force-sensitive individuals. It would be fantastic to get these Force users working together without the weight of the oppressive Jedi Order. They'd all be learning together, and others would probably be better at certain Force techniques than others, so it could be a great teaching environment. And I'm not bashing Rey, but for fuck's sake, can we get some other Force users in here just wrecking shit? I really want to see people spar with the lightsaber again. Number 3, Force Ghost Luke. Disney, you can't do this to us. You can't give us one episode of Luke, and I'm not counting that bullshit at the end of The Force Awakens, and just take him away from us. Even you aren't that big of a monster. Luke guiding Rey and or the new Force users as a Force Ghost would just be fantastic. And since we know that becoming one with the Force gives you insight to the past, present, and future, we'd get more of the Luke that some people wanted. Someone that's less afraid and not in pain, and more understanding everything and how things are meant to be. Having a more confident, at-peace Luke guiding others is something I desperately want to see, even if I get it in a future book of him as a Force Ghost. Number 4. Finn Purpose and Rose dies. Finn can be a completely awesome character. Read his story in Before the Force Awakens. He's a total badass, but does he come across that way in the movies? He seems more like Rey's friend zone buddy. Yeah, he went on that mission with Rose and grew as a person, but I really want Finn to have more of a purpose. Maybe in the last episode he is leading his own group of rebels. Maybe he does missions on his own. Just don't make him Rey's lapdog who's always thinking about her and wanting to follow her around. I mean, in general, don't shit on male characters so much in episode 9. Also, I would love for them to keep the Finn-Rose romance just to kill her off on a mission in episode 9, just to up those emotional stakes. And I know I'm a monster, you don't need to let me know that in the comment section down below. Number 5, Knights of Ren. Please, can we get the Knights of Ren? Even if it's just them wrecking shit for Kylo. Or going on special murder missions. Maybe he uses the Knights of Ren kinda like the Inquisitors, to hunt down Force sensitives and either turn them to be used by the First Order, or kill them. It's time we see the Knights of Ren not in a Force vision. Raise your hand if you agree. Alright, what do you want to see for episode 9? Time jump, right? Thanks so much for watching. Please like the video and subscribe for more Star Wars videos.